What's up guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be covering two of the latest game improvement / distance irons from Cobra with the LTDx versus the Radspeed irons. So Cobra is a brand that is improving their irons year on year. They're improving their iterative processes and they're improving their key technologies with each new release. And in this video we're going to look at our first impressions of these two irons, their key features and selling points, the technology that's driving them, the key differences between them, and which one we'd recommend buying and for who. As always, thanks for watching our video, and if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So in 2021, Cobra introduced the Radspeeds, and since Bryson DeChambeau and Ricky Fowler had been using the Speed Zone for their long irons, Cobra knew they had to step up their game in 2021 with the Radspeeds, and they did this by refining the shape, making it more of a player's profile at address, and they also added radial weighting technology, which did up the iron game considerably. These are an excellent upgrade on the Speed Zone irons with the 3D printing and your customization options as well. The Cobra LTDx, fresh off the press in 2022, and they've made another big leap forward with their game improvement / distance irons. They've added a power core steel bar which runs low along the face and into the hosel. We've also got more enhanced shaping. They've removed the carbon from the top line and made it more narrow, and we've also got a longer, lower flight path in the longer irons with improved forgiveness over the Radspeed irons and the same amount of flexibility and control as the Radspeeds, and maybe even a little bit more. So looking at the key features of the Radspeed, and we can see one of the big improvements they made was the radial weighting technology, which is a 10-gram tungsten weight screw in the head, which is visible, and a matching 3-gram tungsten weight in the heel. That stretches the sweet spot along the blade and is going to give you increased forgiveness and more distance. The 10-gram screw weight is also customizable, so you can change the weight of that screw weight. So if you're fitting out for a slower swing speed or a different style of player, then you've got that customization option. We've got a power shell forged face insert, which adds energy transfer from the club to the ball. It increases flex within the face, so it's going to give you more forgiveness and more ball speed again. We've got the carbon fiber top line, which makes the club a little bit thicker at address, but it does save weight. And then we've got the 3D printing, which is a lattice style cavity filler at the back, which is going to absorb any vibrations on off-center hits, and it's also going to add a nicer feel and a nicer sound to the clubs. One of the big features that brought in a lot of people to use the Radspeeds was the Cobra Connect. So all Radspeed irons come automatically with Arcos smart sensors included, and tracking your stats is an excellent way to improve your game very, very quickly. It had a big impact on my game and my actual love for the sport as well. These are also available in one length, as are the LTDx's. And if you're making irons for the scientist, aka Bryson, single length irons are going to be a normal everyday thing, and they've been optimized a lot from the Speed Zones into the Radspeeds. So better weighting and just better weight placement, better performance in the one length Radspeeds over the Speed Zones. Overall, these are a good set of clubs, but they're not meeting that premium mark yet from a Cobra set that I'd be looking for. They come in at a regular retail price of $700. They're well reviewed, and we're giving them an overall score of 93 out of 100. So the Cobra LTDx, and they make a big improvement for us from Cobra over the Radspeeds, and the biggest difference stands out immediately is the power core bar, which is a steel bar running low along the face, directly behind the club face. It's covered in polymer, and what it's going to do is it's sitting right behind the hitting zone, so it's going to add more power and distance. So it's floating in polymer, which is going to absorb any vibrations, give a nicer feel and a nicer sound to the irons, and it's also going to considerably increase the flex. And what that all means is that these irons are longer and more forgiving. So the radial weighting remains, so we've got the visible screw in the head and we've got the matching tungsten weight in the heel, which is going to stretch the sweet spot and improve the performance. We've also got the power shell forged face insert, which now has 23% more thin zones on the face, which are optimized for spin, launch and distance, no matter where you hit it on the face. And we've also got the CNC milled faces and grooves, which are going to give you enhanced workability with the shorter irons around the green, and it's also going to give you more control in the longer irons for ultimate precision. Overall, these are a little bit more expensive than the Radspeeds at $900, and we're giving them an overall score of 95 out of 100. So as we said, the LTDx's, they're lower launching and they're also longer than the Radspeeds, just by a bit, but they are longer. And we can just see those stronger lofts coming in around the mid-range irons, and then they're matching again towards the shorter irons. But the LTDx's, they are lower launching and they do give more workability with the shorter irons around the green as well. So which one should you consider buying? And for us, the Radspeeds were a big improvement on the speed zones, and the LTDx are a big improvement on the Radspeeds. The LTDx irons are longer, more forgiving, and they offer more consistency as the Cobra brand and their irons continue to evolve. Both sets can be said to blur the lines between game improvement and distance irons, with the LTDx's more on the game improvement side with that extra forgiveness. The LTDx launched lower than the Radspeeds, but do offer the same amount of workability and stopping power around the greens. The Cobra sensors, the Arcos sensors, don't come as standard with the LTDx, but you can add them easily as an upgrade. And if you're a high handicapper looking for a choice between the two, we highly recommend to go with the LTDx. If you struggle with club head speed and might have difficulty getting the ball in the air, then the Radspeeds are going to offer you more launch. But for us overall, the LTDx are the first set of irons from Cobra that we can actually say make the grade of premium irons to go against the likes of Callaway, TaylorMade and Titleist. We're very impressed with the iron set, although they do cost about $100 to $200 more. We recommend you go with the LTDx irons. So that's it for our video today. We hope you enjoyed the content, and if you did like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.